Don't be a flake. Don't run away from your feelings, babe. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. Don't hesitate to say, hey, babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe.
Get me on the court and I'm trouble. Last week around and got a triple-double. Freaking hey babes every way like MJ. I can't believe today was a hey babe. Shit. So how about this? First of all, welcome our guest to Are You Garbage Boys.
Hey guys.
Thank you, fellas.
Kevin Thanks for having us.
Of Are You Garbage? Oh, first time on the pod.
First time.
First time on the
Long
pod.
time, first time.
Happy to be here. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
And-
Absolutely.
And yes.
If you guys don't know their podcast, it's the best ever. Check it out.
yeah,
Thank
if
you.
don't
Thank
know
you
their,
later.
That
but-
means a lot coming from you guys. Yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
if you don't know their podcast, you're an asswipe. So
Get your head out of your ass.
yeah, so I this was maybe 5 years ago, right? I'm in LA and I'm wearing that shirt today. I had a shirt that had Ice Cube's face on it, said today was a good day.
Okay.
Right? And I put that shirt on. I put it on in my hotel room to go out for the day. I literally first time I'm ever wearing that shirt. I'm at the where did Whitney Houston die? Is it the
In a tub.
Yes, in a Tupperware.
No,
Sorry.
in a bathtub, right?
No, but
do you
it was
ask
the
for the
Beverly
hotel?
Hilton Hotel, I think. The Beverly Hilton.
Okay.
I think it's the Beverly Hilton, and it's where they do like all the award ceremonies and all that. So I was staying in that hotel, and I walk into the elevator. Literally, the door was 5 feet from the elevator. Walk in, Ice Cube is in the elevator.
No shit.
I swear to
No
Christ.
way.
I swear to Christ. Just him. No security, nothing. Just him.
Oh, my
I was
God.
on like whatever we're the 10th floor. So I'm saying nothing because I'm like, what do I say here? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And he's not on, like not looking at a phone, nothing. He's got sunglasses on. And I go,
Oh,
I point at the chair, I go, today was a good day. And then the doors open. I swear to Christ, he went, not for me, and walked out.
What was it, the day that she died?
No, because he just,
I like how you connected
like meaning
those
like
two.
today was a good day for me because I met Ice Cube, but he was like, not for me.
Yeah.
Oh, meaning like I don't care? Or like I might have had a bad day before this, you don't know about it.
I don't know. Well, he just said not for me and
But
walked
what
out.
happened? Where was Whitney Houston?
It's just when I'm saying it was the hotel Whitney Houston died in.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was a good day. It was a bad day because she just passed away. And
I
he
guess
was
I
there.
didn't need to mention the hotel Whitney Houston died in, but I did anyway.
Man, for being such good podcast partners, you two are rarely on the same page, and it's my favorite thing.
That's what's different about the podcast, man.
I was telling him the clip of Black Ice Coffee makes me laugh.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
an oldie,
Oh
right?
That's an
yeah,
oldie,
I
yeah.
came on TikTok. I was shaking in my bed laughing the other night. It was so funny.
Oh, I know we talked about
Of Black Ice Coffee. Black Ice Coffee. It's the same as the Tupperware. When you two aren't on the same page and you're still trying to figure stuff out,
gold.
it's so funny.
That's what it is.
I know we left at the time that DeRosa came in out of nowhere.
Oh, my
when he was
God.
talking about living in
Living in what do we? You
I was talking about getting into stoicism and like living in trying
It
to
is so
practice.
obtuse now that I think about
Trying
it.
to practice poverty and just what an idiot.
Practice poverty.
So here's the
we
thing.
know what you meant. People
Right,
gave you shit.
sure.
We know what you meant.
Right, and then DeRosa saved the day with a clip. But it's interesting, that whole stuff with stoicism, as you get into it, again, I was just fucking in the beginning.
Sure.
The guy who like wrote the book, this guy Ryan Holiday, I spoke to him a little because I was talking about it so much. He was like, oh shit, thanks for like promoting my stuff. And he said to me, he was like, listen, you're making the mistake that everybody makes, that I made. He goes, and you're going to get to it. Like the Stoics will say eventually, I think the word is like, don't go on airs about, meaning like, don't brag about all this self-improvement you're doing.
Sure.
But you don't know that until you start to go
you
into
get
it. So I'm
deeper.
like, yeah, I've been about 2 months fucking, giving all this advice. He's like, dude, we all do it. Just shut up now. And then so now I'm learning stuff, but it's all inside.
Yeah,
I'm not
keep it
going
in.
to tell anybody
What's
anything.
what's stoicism?
Stoicism.
I can't tell you. You have to learn for
really
yourself.
I shouldn't really tell you
that.
You're going to have to figure it out yourself.
It's the practice of not telling people.
It's
But did you see that clip where he was like, he was in here talking, he's like, yeah, you gotta, don't fly first class, stay not that nice
So stupid,
Airbnb,
yeah.
take the subway.
You don't?
No, DeRosa,
No, I
like
do.
every now and then, just to practice, for not like
okay.
forget where you came from type thing
Gotcha.
or whatever.
And he was
And DeRosa opens the door and goes, did you just say taking the subway and not flying first class? That's my life. He's like, you're practicing my life.
I know. Get big. It was a good one. It was a good save.
Shit, man.
So this day, Ice Cube, he was talking about January 20th, 1992. So what they're saying was, what are they saying? That, well, no, but they don't tell you what happened. They said the Lakers won that day. That's what you said, Kev?
Yeah, in the song, they took the events of the lyrics and were able to pin it down to like a certain day in the year, January 22nd.
I got to be honest, I'm upset. I went to this place, Olenstein, fucking nice Danish bakery, to get chocolate buns for the boys, and nobody wants to eat the chocolate buns anymore.
We're on a health kick,
Dude, all comedians are healthy now.
We're trying, man.
We're being stoic.
But Pimpy's back, dude. Pimpy's fucking back on my side now. He's ready to have a bun.
What, you bulking up?
I want to try to bulk up now.
Okay.
People have been not bulk up.
Wait, you're gonna leave this journey that you're on now?
No, I'm not
You
gonna
look good.
I'm not gonna leave the journey.
He eats between 1 and 1:30.
Yeah,
doing the interview.
but it's been 18
He
months.
doesn't practice stoicism when he's talking about intermittent fasting.
Yeah, I need to practice intermittent fasting with my mouth.
Stoicism and intermittent fasting are like oil and water,
Yeah,
man.
they don't mix.
You got to talk about it.
Well, I think I've been doing on a journey for a year, so now it's time to switch it up. I got to do something different. I'm just getting,
Why?
You look good,
aren't you
though.
feeling like a new?
No, I do, but I'm going now. I've gotten so used to. I used to just be able to not control my eating and I would binge constantly. But now after a year, now I can go. It used to be at the 16th hour, 17th hour, I'm eating and I'm eating. But now I'll go like before. I'm eating like a woman, like an aerobics instructor. Like I'll have like a few bites of food every 23 hours.
That's wild.
Where my family was like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you're a guy, you got to eat. And I'm like, I've just gotten used to now being hungry and living in that. So now I'm just fuel up.
As a fat ass I've lost weight before, gone down, that ride back up is real fucking fun.
Yeah.
It's real fun.
In addition to the weight.
It's real fun.
Because you're already working from a better place, the best place you've been in.
It's real
So you're like,
fun.
you don't feel that.
And also, it
heavy
doesn't
go,
come back right away. You're like, oh, I've had pizza. I can eat, and then it
But
just catches up.
I put myself like with real strict rules to try to rechange the way I think. And then it's like, I felt like that's unsustainable. Like with social media, I was off social media for a year, but now I'm back on, but not in the same way I was, because you have to, I think, at some point give yourself some type of like, or else it's not sustainable. Or else
I
you
agree.
so I'm like, let me see how good I do with now just living a new life, and just being within the bounds, see if I could be fucking somewhat normal. Who knows? I mean, this is gonna get bad in a year. It's gonna get bad in a year. Just 400 pounds sexting nonstop on Instagram.
Let's have a couple of them buns, huh? Fuck it. Let's go.
I know. Well, I bought 4 of them. I ate one on the way over. I wasn't gonna tell
You see
anybody.
him trying to push this on like crack. He's like, they're only 110 calories.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
pastry.
counting
By the way,
calories.
I made that up. I don't
It's
know
a
how many
huge
calories.
pastry with chocolate in it. And he goes, so that's what the sign said.
Whatever.
It's all
I was
Greek
like,
yogurt.
Yeah, it is like a
I've
Greek-
yo-yoed 50 pounds up and down my entire life.
You look good. Everybody's
50,
looking
50,
good.
50. So I'm on a downward right now.
I'm on
There
the
you go.
down as
You
well
are, you
as,
guys are.
as,
We
as
all
he
are.
is.
But you look good. You're shredding for the special.
Yeah, for the special.
Right. What? It's not. It wouldn't be shredding for the wedding. What would it be for the special? Shredding for the wedding rhymes. So you're losing weight for the
Special.
Ozempic for the special.
Ozempic for the special.
I might do. I haven't done Ozempic, but
No,
I might.
I'm just trying to. I know, but I feel like when you just say like Ozempic has become such a big thing that I wouldn't even. You can be on Ozempic. Like I lost weight, I'd say I'm Ozempicing.
I don't know what I mean. I just hear everyone's on it, but I should investigate.
I'll tell you who Aaron Rodgers, I mean, this
dude,
guy.
That's a shame,
Does this
dude.
come out
Sucks.
Thursday, Pimp? Is this Thursday's episode? I mean, Aaron, do you think.
Such a shame.
I mean, at this point, truly, like, if you're a Jets or Mets fan, it's like you'd rather root for ISIS. Like,
It's tough.
it's so bad right now that I could not believe when he tore his Achilles because, I know for being a therapist, that's 18 months.
Yeah.
That's an 18-month
Easy.
rehab.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah.
You're out, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you'd rather have blown
Is
your
his
knee
career
out.
over? Is career over?
I think you retire after this. But I also
18
don't
months
think
is more than next season then, right?
That's 2 years.
I don't think this
Yeah.
is the end of the line for them. I think that kid's going to do good in their defense.
Zach
is so
Wilson?
great. Yeah. What's that?
Zach Wilson?
Yeah, I think he's going to step up.
I mean,
Yeah, he's got a beautiful mom.
In most normal situations, that kid would have got another year.
Right.
It's just this just worked out where he
Well,
wanted
they
to
say
come
by
in.
the time they got the first 5 games and then they got a break, off bye week. If they're got a winning record by the bye week, maybe. But if they're losing, if they're like 1-4, I think he's out. And they're talking about Tom Brady.
I think that's
how sick would that be?
would be
Could you
so
imagine?
Talking about that last night.
Turn of events.
Could you imagine he
No
comes back
way.
and on the first play breaks his arm?
Wait,
Just immediately.
That's a Jets curse, baby.
JETS.
I'm starting to believe with the Jets and the Mets, like they're because I was never of the mind of believing in that stuff. I'm like, that's conjecture. But now I'm starting to be like, man, the minds and energy of people is really powerful. I think that if he was on another team, this doesn't happen. I think there's like a hex that can be that a fan base.
I got to think it's millions of people sending out one.
It's
thing
energy.
That we're
It's
doomed,
subconscious.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're actively because it's. I don't know. I wonder if because he's a spiritual guy. I wonder if he believes that. I wonder if you were like, I do think that there's something about this team.
Jets gave him bad
He is
juju.
a spiritual guy.
He's a very spiritual guy.
Ayahuasca,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. Now let me that article. I don't
Yeah,
know
he
if it had
takes
the answer.
shrooms. I don't know about spiritual.
But well,
It's like he's getting fucked up.
That's true.
I
He's a
saw
drug
he went
addict.
away on a
Guy likes to party. What
That's what we're calling spiritual shamans now. It's like this
He
guy
likes
does drugs.
partying and banging Hollywood actresses. Come on.
He went on a silence retreat. You think you could do that? No. I think it was how many days was
Bad
his
for
silence?
podcasts.
How many days? How many days was
I
his
would
silence
never do
retreat?
that to the Patreon members.
I better help the move. What are you nuts?
That'd be funny. You're doing a silent podcast, and every 45 minutes you put patreon.com/all you
Just
garbage.
at the bottom. Do people say they do it? I think
How
like
many-
Neil
how
Brennan
many
said he
days?
did it, and then like within like 6 hours, he's like, I was just bawling, crying. Like,
Really?
yeah, he's like, because there's no exit for all
Right.
of this stuff. You
Right.
can't grab your phone. Like, there's no energy. Like, there's no expulsion of energy. It just all swims around in your
Yeah,
head.
imagine doing it for days.
Oh no, I
Yeah, it's
couldn't.
crazy.
You know what we should do is the flotation tank.
Those would be
Sensory
awesome.
deprivation. You done it?
I got it as a gift. Three sessions, and then
You don't have to put up the I know 3. You can, but I just
How many am I holding up?
3.
Did you do it, Sal?
No, COVID hit and they closed down. Then when COVID opened, I was like, I got this gift certificate. And they're like, yeah, it's no good no
I
more.
feel like
good
COVID.
one.
Why would they close down in COVID? That's the perfect COVID activity. You're by yourself in a tank.
I don't know. I can't ruminate on that, but they weren't.
Yeah, that's not for me. I'm not. That's too much.
would love to
I want
do
to do
it.
that real bad.
Love to do it.
Yeah.
I saw a clip, like it was like a news story. The guy went and did it, and he was like skeptical about it. And he went in there and he came out. He was bawling, crying, and he's like, I literally went to my childhood home and I was walking around the house.
I didn't know it was like that. I thought you just relax a little.
No. Well, it deprives all. It's
Sure.
the same thing. It deprives
Sure.
all senses. So then your mind just.
Oh hell
How
yeah.
do you not drown though? Aren't you floating in water?
Yeah, but it's like it's very.
It's low.
It's
and
super salted water, and it's like
Yeah.
only a couple inches.
It's extremely buoyant.
Got it. How do you get out? Do you knock?
I don't know.
Because if you don't know
No,
where
there's
the
got
hell
to be
you
a release button. There's got to be.
They flush you out like a toilet.
you end up in the East River.
Yeah, but
Can
if
you
you're
imagine
walking,
someone goes home and doesn't unlock you? And you're just in a void.
well, that's the thing. How am I going to find the exit? I'm walking around my childhood home in 1993. How am I going to find?
You're stuck.
Seriously, you
Yeah,
could
I
get
couldn't
stuck
do
in
it.
there.
I could. No way I could do it.
I
You ever
want
do
to
a
do it.
tanning bed?
No.
Yeah,
I have.
not the lay down, the stand up ones.
Okay, I've done it when it's like we used to do it going on vacation. But you want to get a base.
Yeah, get a nice
Is
base.
that just a?
That's real.
Is
That's
that an East
real.
Coast thing?
New York Guinea shit.
Get
Is
a
that-
base.
You ever do that?
Base.
Just to get a base.
Alaska sun tanning on 18th Avenue in Pennsylvania.
Still got my punch card.
Those things.
2 more sessions, I get a free spray.
Shout out to Cheryl that worked over there. Alaska
over there.
All
tanning.
those places are shady. They had a
man.
kid that dropped out of high school behind the thing.
Sure.
And everybody was coming in there, and when you went in, you're like, did they really like wipe it down the right way? And then the people are staying in long. And then they're like, you go into this one. You stay in this one only 10 minutes because this is going to crisp you. You go in this one, you stay in this one 22 minutes. It's one kid just telling me all the time. I'm like, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I don't know about this.
That was always some guy that got money that opened up a tanning place that hired some smoke show who he eventually ended up started dating. And then she was a nightmare to the other girls.
Yeah.
She was like in charge.
Yeah.
Right.
There was
You know
no
what I mean?
ever money behind that of like, we're going to get a bunch of investors. It was like settlement money type
Yeah.
stuff. It was like,
Exactly.
I got 60 grand.
Right.
Slip and fall tanning.
Yeah,
you know
that is,
what I mean?
that's the business that is like entry level. Like if you get just enough scratch,
Enough
you
scratch
open it.
together.
It's really just renting a place and renting the things, and then that's it.
That's
Yeah.
It feels like the Wild West. I don't think there's regulations in that thing.
And now they're saying, and now all the research is flipped. Now you used to hear sun tanning gives you skin
bad,
cancer.
yeah.
Now they're saying sunblock gives you skin cancer. Now
No,
they
they're
went
not.
reverse. They're
No,
saying
they're not.
now they're saying show me the skin cancer in the 1700s. I'm like, well, people were dead at 30.
Sure,
but,
that's true.
But so probably.
Also, they were all long clothes.
Yeah, they were
I
long
feel.
sleeves.
They're saying they don't know where I got all these dead bodies.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't know what to tell you, pal. I'm just filming funerals and filming the ones where the naked bodies drop out.
Corn Cob TV. You know that show?
No.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck? I was like, is he making all this up now?
I
or
think
is
you
this
should leave on Netflix. Tim Robinson.
yes.
Oh, you gotta watch that shit, man.
yes.
So funny, dude.
Okay, we got a quick question. People email nopressurenetwork@gmail.com. Some questions for the boys, for the Are You Garbage Boys and the babes. Can you roll your tongue? This Averill Moore wants to know. Can you
No,
roll
I
our-
can't do any of that. I can't even wink, which was a big thing on the show. I can't wink my left eye. It's very bad. Can you do both eyes?
Okay, here's the left. Here's the right. But I can't do it without doing that
Can you
with my
do it
face.
subtly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
This guy's really sensory deprivation over there.
It's like you're winking at a kid you just banged his mom.
I'm not gonna.
Look at my thumb. If
We
I-
didn't do anything.
If I put my thumb up, like a thumbs up, I can only hold it for, and then it just flips out.
Whoa.
I
Jesus.
can't prevent, like here, thumbs up. I'm not doing
That's
it.
fucked
Oh.
What the fuck
It
was
just,
that?
I can't stop it. Like, look, I can, like, because it's like this, and then I can connect it like that, and then I can't control when it
What
pops
the
out.
fuck was that?
It sidesteps. It does a
Jesus
two-step.
Christ, I'm crazy.
Fucking hot dog
I can't.
fingers.
That's as long as I can hold it, and
That's
then
freaky looking.
it just pops out. Yeah,
Dude, that's freaky.
Did you injure that?
I was born like that. I was born with my thumbs flexed in on both hands. I swear to God, I was
Man,
born
you were
like
even
this.
a tense baby, huh?
Like this. Yeah. They I've told this before, but the doctors, my dad tells me originally, like the first thing, they're checking they hit you in the back, make sure you cry, you get the breath sounds, you get all that. They're calling out all these different things, everything's good. And then one of the nurses was like, no thumbs.
And then you just hear a pop. Never mind, he's gone.
I swear. And then my dad says, he's like,
He
they,
did that
they go,
nonchalant.
no thumbs. And then my dad turned and was like, wait, what? And then one of I guess the doctor came over and like checked and they flipped over my hand. They're like, no, his thumb's just flexed in. We can pull out his thumb. And then for the first like
That
2
nurse
weeks,
is playing fast and loose.
Yeah, she was a little eager with that.
Yeah,
call.
what's that
She didn't
shit?
even kick it.
He's
to
got
like
penguin hands! Everybody run!
his hands look like a Tostito scoop jam.
She should have even kicked it to first base. Like, can you make the call? Like,
Yeah, what
should
the
let
fuck?
another set of eyes
Yeah.
get on that?
And then for that, they just had to do little exercises with my thumbs, like little
Maybe
physical.
that's why you got into physical therapy.
Seriously, dude, my mom would do it because my mom was like, your father just wouldn't do it.
Sure.
He's like, I'm not doing that. So she would just have to pull my thumb back and
Gets
forth.
on his
like
own.
an idiot. But I
damn.
can't roll my tongue. This is how long my tongue is. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, mine's
you
short
got a
too. I
little
got
nub.
the
I couldn't get it
tie thing on the
pierced.
bottom.
Yeah, my tongue is like it's been amputated.
He's got a big one.
Let me see it. Whoa!
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
I can't roll it though.
Can you use your
What
thumbs?
does rolling the tongue mean?
I don't know.
Like,
but when
either that
Like
or
a
like
body
think,
roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that might
Oh,
be
I can't
that's
do
something.
that. I can't do that either.
got
I can
nothing.
do that. Make a burrito, but I think they're talking about twisting it.
Oh no, I can't. do
There
that.
was a girl in high school that could do it. Man,
Still got her number.
Yeah. What's she
Yeah,
doing?
that's the
right now?
best.
I don't know.
What about these people, and they're out there,
Sure.
that can tie a cherry stem
that's
in
That's
a knot
crazy.
with their tongue?
That's
You ever
wild.
see that shit?
Yeah. Yes.
How? What's
People are
going
talented.
on in there? There's not enough dexterity.
I think it's only people can do that are strippers and nail technicians. I think are the only ones that can do that.
Or a tanning salon front desk girls.
I mean, that freaks me out, dude.
Yeah,
What are
I
you
don't like
doing?
that.
What is your tongue doing that you're taking two ends of a stem, looping them and tying them?
I would have to assume, and this is just based on nothing really. It's probably like the Rubik's Cube. Once you know how to do it, it's
Yeah.
probably like a handful of simple
But you
moves.
gotta really
you gotta
practice.
really.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of
How
cherry.
about
man.
solving a Rubik's Cube with your tongue?
Ooh.
Pretty good.
There's a viral video.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you something right now. I want to talk about BetterHelp right now. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp, and I have been laying in bed a lot, and my mind is racing. I cannot stop my mind. It makes me. I cannot fall asleep. And here's the thing: therapy. You get everything on your mind out. You kind of vent. You get it out, and I see that when I have a therapy session, I usually get sleep that night.
Right.
Does that happen
Yeah.
to you?
Yes.
If I have stuff pent up or stuff I need to get off my chest or stuff that's bothering me,
Yeah.
the second my head hits the pillow, that's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah, BetterHelp, it's the thing you think like, oh, it's only helping me in the moment when I'm doing the therapy, but it's helping you. It's like all throughout the day. The next day, it's like changing the way you think. And if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. What I love about it, it's done entirely online.
Yeah.
Convenient, flexible, suited to your schedule. You don't have to worry about going to an actual office, all online. And all you do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. They literally make it so simple for you to just get the therapy that you need.
So get a break from your thoughts with BetterHelp, right? Visit BetterHelp.com/HeyBabe today to get 10% off of your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/HeyBabe.
That's what you got to do. BetterHelp.com/HeyBabe. 10% off your first month. It's beautiful. Guys, September 23rd, theater at Madison Square Garden. There are a few tickets left. ChrisDComedy.com. New York City Christie Weekend, September 22nd. Radio City sold out. And then September 30th, the Cosmo in Vegas. ChrisDComedy.com for all the other dates.
Guys, this is the biggest announcement I've made in history of this podcast, okay? I've been teasing this for years, and finally, my special taping in Chicago at the Vic Theater on December 2nd is on sale finally right this second. Today is pre-sale. You can go on right now and get tickets before anybody else if you use the code NOPRESH, one word, NOPRESH. You're going to get the better seats right this second. Tomorrow, they go on sale to the general public. I can't wait to see you there. I'm so excited. And I am so excited that I want to do something for you. I'm going to pick one winner and let them have a +1 out of all the attendees of the shows to fly to New York. I'm going to put you up in a hotel, and I'm going to take you on the set of Impractical Jokers with me. So all you got to do is come to the special. If you're in it, you're eligible to win. I just wanted to do something back for you guys because you supported me this whole time. So get your tickets, get a chance to win. I hope I see you in Chicago.
That's the thing. I could never do the Rubik's
My
Cube.
nephew is he's
16.
10. 10 years old. Solved the Rubik's Cube, right? Solves it. He can solve it at any time.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
So
he was
my
at my
stepson.
house. He solved it. He went home. He sent me a picture. He solved it. He's
Jeez.
10.
That's crazy.
And not one side, every side.
Well, because the thing is, I watched my stepson do it. He's been doing it for a couple of years. Like he just saw, and he's got.
he solves it?
It went from when we first started getting them for him. It was like, let's call it 2 minutes. Now he could solve them in 10 to 15 seconds.
Really?
Any one you give him, because he said it's not. You're looking at. We all think, oh, I'm looking at the.
We
color.
don't know how to look at it.
It's all an algorithm.
It's
He
all
was like,
patterns. It's
It's
the
all
corners.
6 clicks
Yeah.
up, 6 clicks down, 3. So he
There's
said,
only
once
a
you
handful
figure it
of
out, you
clips,
do it. These kids, these speed Rubik's Cube kids, they do it in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
I watched a doc on it. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, and he feels like a loser because he could do it in 15 seconds. He's like, I'll never be anything.
I'll never get the girls.
Look at me. I didn't have thumbs when I was born. I couldn't do it if I wanted
If
to.
I wanted to. With
You don't
these
know how good
hubs.
you had it.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We got another email from Joseph Muston. Garbage, classy or crazy. Public restroom taking a shit. Do you rip off the most recent part of the toilet paper roll, knowing the person before you is using it, or leave it? I rip off the bottom, throw it right on the ground for a fresh portion of the toilet paper. I mean,
I respect it.
I respect
Yeah,
that.
I don't do
always
that
throw
shit.
it-
Why
Yeah.
throwing it on the ground?
Throwing it on the ground's a little
You're
disrespectful.
touching it. Just throw it in the toilet.
Yeah.
But what I will say is a public restroom, what I've done away with now is setting up the entire toilet paper smiley face thing. I'm done with that. I give it a nice wipe with the toilet paper, and then I just put my ass.
Yeah.
I give it
What
a, I
kind
give
of
it a once
germs
over, yeah.
are you getting on the back of your thighs?
I can't do the
Depends how-
toilet.
If it looks okay, a wipe's
You
fine. to
flush,
me.
you always flush, even
Yeah.
if it's sitting, and
Sure.
you flush it, get that down, and then you wipe it around the bowl, and then you just sit right on the bowl. Sal's saying no.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now. Not only do I not do that, I do the thing 3-4 layers deep.
And then you
Whoa.
hover?
You
Or do
can't get
sit?
you can't get a spread on that. I need a spread.
What do you mean?
I need to
The
spread my
friction-
cheeks on the plastic. The paper wouldn't do it. It would just slide.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I
he
need a
needs to
spread.
Open
Okay.
up.
Well,
I stopped doing this recently, but for a while,
was bad.
What I would do,
Real bad.
because in my head, once you flushed the toilet, that water was somewhat clean. I would take a little bunch of toilet paper, dip it in the water in the toilet, and use that to wipe the seat, and then throw the toilet paper down and then flush it.
Insane.
and then sit
An
sit on
And
the
then
insane
seat.
sit on it. Yeah.
And then sit on the seat without a layer.
Yeah.
You made it worse.
Yeah,
bro.
no.
Yeah. I
You're
realize that
taking
now.
what might have been on there and ensuring that it is on
Yeah,
there.
I did that up until about a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah, that is actually like I'm surprised you haven't gotten like a massive infection from that.
Nobody does,
crazy, dude.
Nobody's getting anything from toilet seats.
Would
That's
you
true.
want?
It's like what you're saying. It's all.
Yeah,
get
but
outta
you're
here.
taking a toilet seat and the inside of a toilet bowl are very different things.
Yeah.
Just because the water. It gets the shit and piss previously out, but I mean, there's still all germs.
Still
But there's
bacteria.
germs
If I
everywhere. It's,
tested out
it's
the
all
germs-
over that bathroom.
No, don't.
This guy touching the
That's true.
toilet paper, he got the germs on it.
That's true.
But that's a classy move. I like that.
That is a classy move.
Yeah.
The kid does he does seem classy with that.
Mine looks like a ticker tape parade in there.
go
I
after
go
it,
4
huh?
layers in a triangle, and then I take an extra big layer that I roll like this.
And this is just to take a piss.
over.
Just do it, tinkies.
And then I
Just to
take
wash his hands.
Yeah. And then I take it, and you know what? In the front where it like
Sure.
where it's open.
That's where they get you.
Yeah,
Where the gap is.
So you take that big thing and you do enough. It's big enough that you lay it over the top of it, almost like a saddle.
No, I know it.
You know.
Sure.
And
I'm
then,
familiar.
And then
like a barber's rag.
And
hanging
exactly
out the
right.
front, yeah.
And then I shit my pants.
And then I put a ton of toilet paper in
You're
the
nuts.
bowl so nothing
splash.
splashes around.
Wow.
But by the way,
What?
this is like 5
Wait, you're
times in my
pooping-
life.
you're
I don't do
pooping
this.
into
Almost,
it.
yeah, it's like
It's
you're
emergency only.
You don't do away games.
No.
What about here?
I don't even like doing it in hotels.
What?
Yes.
How do you?
Can poop in a bed in a
In a nice
hotel.
hotel, maybe, you know.
Maybe. But if you're away for the weekend.
No, in a nice hotel, if I gotta, but yeah, no, I mean, I
But
don't
you
like
gotta-
doing it.
you-
I don't
You
like doing
gotta.
it.
What about
gotta.
here? Do you
What do you
poop
do?
here?
What, you shit in the shower?
No, I never had to here. Luckily,
I've already shit
But
here.
can I tell you?
I've been here for 18 minutes.
Yeah.
I took a shower.
Kippy shit in the women's bathroom.
They had it coming.
Do those same rules apply to the women's bathroom?
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I'll fucking lick the seat in there. I don't give a shit.
Really?
Yeah, well, that's
Been arrested a couple times.
Yeah.
The women's bathroom is most.
That's
most
a clean
of the women's
plate.
bathroom is atrocious. The women's bathroom is usually much worse than the
No,
men's bathroom.
no,
Dude, I'm telling you, I've been into my share of women's bathrooms. They are, they are disgusting. Girls will leave periods. They'll leave shits popping out of the toilet
Exclamation
bowl.
points.
Yeah,
A
commas.
mess. A mess.
Sure, I get that.
Seriously, men, because a lot of times men were just peeing, but women, because I think with a woman, you got to sit down on the bowl. So, listen, even if I don't have to crap, if I'm sitting on the bowl, take a pee, some poop will come out. And I think that's what happens with women. They're sitting down.
I mean, that seems like a medical problem, dude.
Yeah. Well,
But men are reckless with the pee. They
That's
don't.
the
They don't
problem.
put the
I'm on
seat up. They
floor,
piss off.
I'm on the wall.
But chicks have started doing that now more and more than they used to.
Well, 'cause they have dicks now.
they squirt. And thank God for that.
yes.
baby.
They don't. They
Finally.
Yeah. They don't. They don't. They won't sit, and they'll just fucking hover.
huff.
They'll just spray.
Well,
They're
it
like
depends on
interesting.
it depends on the location. If it's a nice joint,
Right.
a lobby to a nice hotel, no
Right.
one's spread. Like you keep the company you're with type
Let me
thing.
say this though: if I ever go to pee in a stall and any drips get anywhere, I clean that thing fully before I walk out.
Really?
Yeah, of my own drips.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
You
I
do?
like that.
100%. I'd get a big bowl and
You
I
know
just
what
go
I'll
like
do?
this, and I'm being courteous.
No
I'll
kidding.
flip the seat to make it seem like it wasn't me.
Ah.
I'll go like this with if I do get a couple dribbles on the seat,
Yeah.
seat
You
goes
put it
up,
up.
with my foot.
Yeah.
I go out, don't wash my hands.
What about this? Is this a dirtbag move? Is this a dirtbag move?
Probably.
If I'm peeing in a urinal, let's call it the airport, I'm peeing in a urinal, I'm chewing gum, but the gum's done, I'll spit the gum into the urinal and piss on the
Always.
gum.
I don't like it.
Always.
It's not classy.
It's a
It's not
dirtbag
classy,
move.
but is it a dirtbag
Someone's
move?
got to clean that out,
It's
which
bad,
sucks.
guys. There's a garbage like
They got to
2
clean
feet
that
to the
out anyway,
right.
though.
Yeah.
Not any, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
They
but I
gotta
will tell
change
you,
the-
if I
they
go
gotta
to pee in a
change the
urinal
thing.
and there's gum in there, I'm probably aiming at it.
Yeah,
yeah,
of course.
yeah,
You're having a little
yeah.
fun.
Well, that's why
That's
that
like an
little
air
fly
freshener
is
too.
there.
Yeah.
That's
What?
on you know the little flies in the urinal?
Yeah,
the
That's on
bumblebee.
purpose. That's on purpose.
For
so
splash.
Yeah, so men aim at something because before that, men would truly like piss all over the walls.
Yeah.
This is a
without an
wild
aim.
take.
I read about it.
yeah, no, it is. I think it's Toto is the brand that has the
Yeah,
little
Toto,
bee
which means pussy in Spanish. So every time you see that, I'm just like, you're calling me, oh yeah, which means hey babe in Spanish. Oh yeah. This is a clean podcast, kids. We don't curse. Tell the ad sponsors.
So I think I've cursed 80 times already. I apologize.
It'll be you've said hey babe 80 times.
Okay. Oh, all right.
We're gonna drop Hey Babe over every curse.
Oh, really? Is that what you're doing?
Put are
It
you
might be
garbage?
fun.
That's awesome.
When they curse, they'll put are you garbage.
I love the smell of a urinal mint. Love the smell of a
Interesting.
urinal mint. Love. If I
Really?
get a fresh one, I'll pee on it to activate activate
Wow.
to get it up in the
It
atmosphere.
reminds me
what
of
I'm
like
getting you for
grammar
Christmas.
school.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
Urinal mint candle for Kippy for Christmas. For the new house.
It's like
He's putting urinals in the house.
Are you?
No, I should.
Oh my God.
I know someone who
that
has
would
one.
be hilarious.
Dude, a guy that lives next door to me has a urinal in his bathroom.
Has a urinal?
I swear to God. In
Whoa.
his bathroom.
That's
In his-
pretty awesome.
Because he
That's
put the
all
house
right.
up for sale, and I looked at the listing, and in the bathroom was a urinal.
My buddy growing up, they made a bunch of money. They were poor, and they made a bunch of money. And they all lost it after that, but they put a huge addition on
Sounds
their
like the
house.
story of the Are You Garbage
It
guys.
is. They put an addition on their house bigger than their house. Like, it was like a whole, like, that's how.
And they got a urinal?
Big urinal and steam room. And man, I thought you couldn't tell
But
me
why
nothing.
is urinal a
pretty
lap
awesome.
of luxury? It's the price of a toilet. I mean, why is it like...
Well, you have to install. My family owns a plumbing company, so you'll have to install 2 fixtures.
Okay.
Because you can't just have a urinal.
Right.
Otherwise, the toilet serves both.
But it's so funny because
This is funny in a
the
house.
urinal is...
This is funny.
The trough is great.
If you get a trough, I'm hanging out. I'm having parties and just mingling in there.
I've never...
Dump some ice in there.
I've never peed in a trough in my life. I go in... You ever seen a
Really?
trough?
Really?
I just did.
Why
at
would you do
Forest
that?
Hills.
All the Wrigley Field has it.
I
Some
don't
of the
like
bars
it.
have
I
it.
don't like
F
it.
that.
I don't like it.
No
I'll tell you what I do
way.
love. When you go to a nice restaurant and you walk into the bathroom and it's a real nice bathroom, that's the best.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
clean, nice, clean.
Oh.
How about they have
Love it.
linens to dry your hands?
They have a
Linens, yeah.
candle burning in there.
Yep,
Yeah.
I love it.
When I walk into a bathroom in a restaurant, I think 2 things. Could I poop in here? And is
Yeah.
this a safe space to...
How about this? I went, do a little blow.
Yeah, a little
I
stuff.
did.
What- I
Do
don't
a
know
little
what
hey
you're doing.
babe.
I went to a nice place. One of my friends, one of my Queens trash friends.
Sure.
Went to a nice restaurant in LA. They came out with me in LA a few years ago. We go nice, classy place, Italian place. Go bathroom, beautiful bathroom, like you're describing. They had those washcloths to wash your hands.
Sure.
Eating, whatever, all good. And then we're leaving, and he goes, "What did you guys do with the washcloths after you used them?"
Oh, no.
And I said, "What do you mean? You just wash your hands?" He goes, "Yeah, but you wipe your ass with that. Where did you put that?" I said, "You wiped your ass with the hand cloths?" He was like,
didn't
"What else
know.
are they for?" And I was like, "What about the toilet paper next to the toilet?" He's like, "I didn't even notice that." So he washed his hands. He wiped his ass with the washcloths that you were supposed to dry your hands with. Just piece of shit.
What did he do with it?
He said he just threw them in. There was a basket.
A basket for the drywall.
So it's
For the
just
wet
some of
work.
them shit stains in them.
Christ. Oh, God. I mean,
Disgusting.
why would you join streams? I don't
Right.
want my piss mixed
Yeah, I don't
in
like
with-
it. It's too communal
Yeah.
for me. I do have a favorite. This is
Hold on,
weird.
a truff is $3,500. Sorry, what's it called?
A trough.
Oh, trough. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking about truffles.
I do have a favorite urinal in New York City.
Okay.
It's at Gallagher's Steakhouse
Okay.
in Times Square, Midtown, whatever it is. They're huge. They're from like the 18, so they're like the size of you, and like
they're standing
they're
ones.
I was going to
standing
ask you, do
ones.
you
Like
like
old
the
phone
full,
booths.
you like the full
This
body?
one?
Yeah, where they go on the floor.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Yeah, because yeah, but you're gonna get piss on your shoes for sure.
I don't
though.
mind it for the experience. I don't mind it
As
for
a matter
the
of fact,
experience.
if you look at those historically, those will have a bigger puddle around them than the other.
oh,
one.
for sure.
Let me ask you this: will you use the little one, the shorter one?
I've used it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
You know what I
don't
learned
mind it.
Recently? I should know this. Again, my family owns a plumbing company, and I've installed them. I always thought they were for children.
Yeah.
No,
Are
it's
they
for
not?
handicap. That's why the wall's there, because the wheelchair can't
It's
get
not for
close.
children?
It's not for children.
Very interesting.
I mean,
Somebody
I'm
bet-
sure it serves
somebody
two purpose.
better get the handicapped people on the phone because children are co-opting that.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it is
Yeah.
an ADA toilet.
Wow.
kidding.
So the
I
height
could
is
be wrong on that, but I'm 99%
the height
positive.
is just as you could.
So you can be in a wheelchair. And that's why the wall's there, because you can't get up on it. So there's always going to be a barrier.
That makes sense.
On the kid one. I always thought it was the kid one.
Do you remember Uncle Buck though?
Yeah.
When he goes in and kneels
Yeah, he
down.
goes in
I
and
thought that
he's
was what
short.
it was.
It's a
Yeah.
great piece of comedy.
Yeah, it makes sense right here.
Yeah.
Interesting. Listen, if you're missing the syrup for your pancakes or you just ran out of your favorite coffee creamer, DoorDash grocery delivery gets you what you want right when you need it. You've trusted DoorDash to deliver your restaurant favorites, and now you can get grocery delivery that actually delivers too. I mean, babe, you forgot they'll give you new sunglasses.
It's just as big. People think of DoorDash as ordering food, man. The grocery stuff. Look, burnt your last piece of toast. Your avocados go bad, right?
Yeah.
It's delivery when you need it right to your door.
Uh-huh.
That's basically it. You'll get exactly what you ordered, or they'll make it right. Sit back, enjoy your quality groceries, and if you want more value, you can save on all the grocery and restaurant favorites with a $0 delivery fee on eligible orders with the Dash Pass membership.
For our Spanish-speaking members, that's $0 dollars.
Settle. Get 50%, 50, off your first DoorDash order up to $20 value when you use code BABEFALL. That's BABEFALL at checkout. Limited time offer, terms apply. That's 50% off, up to $20, no minimum subtotal, and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code BABEFALL.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
That's BABEFALL for 50% off your first order with DoorDash. Babe, game time. That's where you got to buy your tickets from. Tickets for anything. Comedy events, concerts, sporting events. Game time. Buy tickets to your favorite events. It should not be stressful. Game time makes it fast, easy. It's the best way to buy tickets to anything. Killer deals on last-minute tickets and the best price guaranteed.
Yeah, that's where they thrive. Last-minute tickets at the lowest prices guaranteed. If you find the same seat in your row or section on another place for less, they will credit you. They will credit you 110% of the difference. Right. You also could see your seat. They show you the seat view from where you're sitting. It's 2 clicks to buy. It gets sent to your phone, not your email. Yep. All the last minute stuff. There's the best deals that you could find. Download the Game Time app today. Snag the tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app today. Create an account and use code HeyBabe for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem the code HeyBabe for $20 off. Download Game Time today it's gametime.co, by the way.
Yes.
Gametime.co. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
We got to step it up with the Japanese though. The Japanese now, if you piss in the toilets, they will send. They analyze your medical data and they'll send an email to your doctor's office and tell you if you're sick or not.
Jeez.
Just peeing in the toilets, dude.
Too. I don't know.
Yeah,
if we got to
get.
Just make an appointment, dude. Will you?
No, dude. It's so much better in Japan. Here we go. Tyler C. Hey, babes. Here's my cue. Would you rather be shrunken down to tiny size or become giant size?
This is tough.
I mean, it's
because this world isn't even built for someone who's 6'8".
It's not built for either one.
I know, but true.
What's giant size?
Yeah,
what
are the sizes here?
Let's call that 9 feet.
Is it Honey I Shrunk? Is it Honey I Shrunk the Kids?
A giant's 9 feet.
Are you talking about like a 4 feet tiny size or Honey I Shrunk the Kids?
In my head, when I hear giant and tiny, I go 9 feet, 2 feet.
Okay.
9 feet,
2
sure.
feet.
Yeah, like my 2-year-old is
That's
about
tiny.
2
You'd be able
feet
to
tall.
fuck people up. 9 feet?
Yeah, dude, you can't sleep in a bed. You can't drive in a car.
Well, man.
You
Because I
get
have
all,
friends that are
you get all that
big.
shit custom made.
Yeah.
If you're
How? You don't
fucking
have any
9,
money. Who's going to hire you?
what are you talking about? If you're 9 feet tall, I'll just walk into a bank and fucking take it. What are they going to do?
You're not going to fit in the safe.
I will push 2 mattresses together. Sure. I think I'd want to be 9 feet because we could dunk.
Yes.
You dunk.
And then
I bet
maybe-
you would be,
and then
just be a star
You can
NBA
handle
player.
yourself.
Star NBA
You think if
player.
you're 2 feet, the world's not going to chew you up and spit you out? Like, it's crazy. You can't walk around at 2 feet. No one's going to
I'd
date you
get
at
a
2
rascal.
feet.
Good luck
You
getting
got
laid.
more women at 9 feet.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd like
Good
to.
point.
I'd go tiny.
But what is the advantage? Give me one advantage of walking around you as 2 feet tall.
Stealth.
What are you going to
You don't
do?
see me coming. You don't see
Yeah,
me
but at
coming.
9 feet, you can't hang out at, like, bars and stuff.
That'll all
I don't
come
think you
to
can
you.
at 2 feet.
It all comes to
Yeah,
you,
you
kid.
can.
Yeah.
At
I
9
think-
feet, it comes to you. You don't got to go to bars.
I think the guy who's 2 feet
Hey, you
gets
can't sit in a
laid
regular
more than the
restaurant.
guy who's 9 feet. I think a guy who's 2 feet, more sex than the guy who's 9.
No.
I think the
No.
women are scared of 9, but the 2 foot fun. They're having a fun. That's a bucket list item.
Also-
a 2 footer,
also-
not a 9 footer. They don't
Girls
want
are
that.
scared of 9. Not the videos I watch.
They definitely don't like 3.
I like when you say it right to
I go
camera.
right down the barrel.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah. What can you do?
I don't know. I might walk. I might go find all the people who are wrong me and maybe slap them around a little. at 9
Start
feet.
smacking
Yeah, you'd
people
become a
around.
bully, which I'm not at heart. So I don't
No,
know.
I'm not, I'm
I'm
not.
a timid boy, so I'd like to
But
be at 2 feet.
Maybe intimidate them because just because they did it. to
Sure.
you. Yeah.
The Robin Hood of bullies. Stand
Yeah.
up
Right.
for the bullies.
Right.
Husband abandons wife during connecting flight for being late, and the internet has taken his side. I mean,
we were just talking about this. Big fan of that. Not a big fan of it. Not even this instant. But we travel a lot for work, obviously. Like, you know, you're on the road, you're zipping around, and when you're working, we travel together, and you
guys travel in packs as well. You got a couple people with you. You usually got a couple people with you.
You're not lollygagging.
There is a fucking mission at hand.
Yeah.
I just got back from Greece with my girl, and I hadn't flown anywhere with her in. This is what you're talking about, right?
Yes.
I hadn't flown anywhere with her in maybe like a year. I think the last time we went away, and everything after that and before that has been fucking for work. And man, it's like we're walking around the fucking Sunday serenade. I'm like, let's fucking go.
Does she have clear and TSA pre-check and all that? Or do you have to? Because you have it, right? With all the traveling.
I have TSA pre-check.
Does she have it?
She has global entry.
Okay, so she's even higher than you.
Which she left me coming back to JFK. She went through global entry, which I wanted to.
It's pointless because my lady doesn't have it, and it's a whole to-do to get it. I go through. I'm standing on the other side waiting for her the whole time.
I'd rather that. I leave my wife every single time we get to TSA. I go, you're on your own. I've told you for 2 years to do this.
I've gotten
I paid
into
for it. I'm not taking my gosh darn shoes off.
I'm talking about multiple times blowout fights. Me waiting on the not TSA line to just keep her company. Where 2 times in my life she has walked away from her luggage and said, "I'm going home."
Well, this is because you're mad. This is what I've learned. You're mad that you're not in the TSA pre-check line, and so you're better off not being next to her. You think I'm keeping her company, but you're ruining the trip.
But then she gets mad at me if I'm not. Then I've left her and I've abandoned her. You know?
Yeah, I get it.
I'll go through, get us a table. You meet me up.
I have no qualms
I try to do this all the time, but now she finally has TSA pre-check. She just finally got it and clear because it's almost like a relationship.
I just got clear. I was drunk. I was a delayed flight, so I got clear. Yeah. So I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to read my eyes.
He's the one that convinced me to get clear.
The global entry
is the one,
buddy. I felt like I was coming through Ellis Island. It was fucking. They had us lined up like cattle.
Yeah.
It was a Friday night. They had 3 people, three fucking customs
Tax
guys
on
working.
another hour.
There's fucking. What are we at a fucking CVS in the middle of the night? You got 3 guys?
Yeah, you need global entry.
What the dude? Nuts.
And your girl had it, and then boom, she zipped through.
She was like, I'm like, babe, go through. I even told her. I said, hey, I'm gonna be an hour. If you got the luggage. Once you take a car, go ahead and get yourself home and get situated. I'll meet you there.
That's another thing. By the time the luggage shakes out, though, you know, sometimes the luggage don't come
waiting
before
in that line.
Minutes.
Waiting in that line.
After a long flight.
I wanted to walk up to one of these guys and be like, "This is an embarrassment to the country." That's how fucking mad I was. Because in Greece, we were fucking zipping through. They're serving spanakopita, having coffee.
Nice. They don't give a shit.
Nuts.
Did this guy leave? Like, actually take off on the plane without his wife and son? Because that's nuts.
I respect the
that's
sentiment.
crazy.
I understand the anger.
Yeah.
I mean, that I get that. But if you just got on the plane and your wife and son are not on the plane yet and they're coming on the plane, I
couldn't do that.
I would take their bags for them, put them up.
Okay, so what happened here is she wanted to get Starbucks, and he was like, I'm not doing it.
You're joking.
Yeah, I just read it. She wanted to get Starbucks. He's like, I'm not doing it, and he just boarded the plane without her.
And the plane left?
Listen.
The plane left?
I don't know if the plane left.
I don't know if he did that. But are you fucking kidding? That's what I'm talking about. The plane has already started to board.
Oh,
now, granted, we were in fucking Main 7 or whatever it was in the back of the plane. She's like, "Oh, I want to get some snacks and stuff for the plane."
No.
I'm like, "What are you doing?
Yeah. You lost your chance. You blew it."
Yeah. Come on, Starbucks, lady.
I got to do a huge blowout traveling with my lady. But we were flying first class.
Get coffee on the plane. It's Starbucks.
Where were we going?
Good first class, because sometimes you get first class and it's a bullshit.
Yes.
It's a bullshit plane.
Like a 2-hour flight.
You might as well not have gone to first class.
No, always. I don't care. I'll pay more. I'll spend all of my money.
You just do it.
I can do it. I can't.
Fair enough.
I can't not do it. I travel too much.
I'm in the back. Right. Personal trip.
See, I only travel first class when I'm going for work because I'm like, but if I'm with the family, I just sit and coach.
No,
You're saying even what?
I don't have. I mean, it's just me and
You're
my
not
wife.
rolling with 30 Puerto Ricans.
Air tostones.
Got the grill going back there.
Oh yeah. I got adobo in every bag. Just they need to
27
season
to
it.
30. This quinceanera breaks out.
Yeah.
Somebody's back there cupping up mangoes. Fucking, here we go.
We're good, dude.
It's all right.
We're good.
But I was like, no. We were they were getting ready to board. I have anxiety. I just want to get on the plane. I pay to get on the plane first. I want to make. I want to put my stuff in. I want to sit down.
Yeah.
I want to order a call. Whatever it is. This is what I'm paying for. I'm paying for me not losing it because I'm going to lose it. I know I'm going to lose it.
Yes.
I respect it.
So
I couldn't
we
agree
get
more.
there and we're waiting and they're like, okay, active military, anybody that needs a hand. I'm like, well, we're getting called.
Which I
1,000
could take advantage of, and I
1,000K,
don't. I want
people
that
with
on my
children,
record.
people
Active
need
military?
help.
No.
Oh,
Then-
I think you say I'm going to war with comedy.
if I walked, if they said active military and people who need extra assistance, and I walked up, they wouldn't bat an eye.
for extra
fair
assistance.
enough.
Maybe now that you're trimming up.
Yeah, that's the thing, dude. You're going to lose some
I'm a fat
privileges.
pig.
No, dude, no.
You know what they do though? It annoys me. And continue your thing, but they make Group 1 more than first class. So when you spring for the ticket, you're like, all right, I'm going to pay this extra money. I have some comfort. I'll get on first. They do all those people with kids, people that need help, people who are in the military, all 1K members, blah blah blah. Everything.
They get real loosey goosey with the qualifications.
And then they just go. Boarding Group 1, and it's like 50.
You gotta be assertive. You gotta
it's
get in
like
there. You gotta
50
box
people
them out.
already.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
well,
do
why did I
think-
pay for the first class? I'm boarding with everybody
I know
else.
not everyone's going to agree with this, but I'd like to make a statement. I do think that people paying for first class, we paid extra money. It's tough, especially in today's economy, to have people walk past the people sitting in first class. It's not fun. I think that what airlines should do,
Back of the plane.
let groups 2, 3, 4, 5 board first. They can't put any thing in the overhead luggage. You can't fucking touch it.
I don't disagree
You
with
cannot
that.
touch the
No,
overhead
you
compartment.
can, but you can
No,
do
you
it
do
in
it
the
in the
That's
back.
the thing,
Do
go
it
in the
above
back.
your own thing.
And then first class, we board last. Nobody sees us. Nobody sees the
And
first
look,
class.
before people start coming down on you for first class, we fly 300 times a year.
I'm only
of
talking
course.
about work. I'm not talking.
No,
I don't pay for it half the time.
You just said you're in the back of the plane. Yeah, when you fly personally.
I'll put my foot down on this.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
No.
And not because
I'm
I don't
a
want people.
middle-aged man that has been
I'm an
working since I'm
over-
13 years old.
Yes, I will. If I'm paying cash out of my pocket for the first class ticket, I'm fine with that. I will never go to the back of the plane.
I
again.
think that should be the case, that they should board the back. Not because I care, people, when we are lucky enough to be in the front,
It seems
that people
faster.
walk by me, but it makes so much more sense.
Logistical sense.
Yeah, like
Everyone just get on and you're where you need to be.
Stagger
You know what
the
they
fucking
should
gate
do?
times.
I think I cracked
Stagger
it.
the gate times.
They do Group 1 first.
Okay.
Then 2, because if you can't do 5, because then they're going to use the luggage. Then Group
They
1
use the luggage in the back.
I know, but
Well,
then
what are
it
you
works its
talking
way
about?
up,
Let me
and
tell you
Group 1
something.
doesn't
No
get
luggage
luggage.
is safe these days.
No.
I've missed the initial boarding Group 1 and got on a little bit late in that, and everybody, the 6 seats up there where I'm flying to freaking Pittsburgh, whatever, they're all taken already.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're gonna need to check that. I'm like,
let me-
I paid.
I don't mind the gate check, though. You get
I
it right when
hate
you
it.
get off the plane. What's the big deal?
Yeah, sometimes you got to wait 10, 15 minutes around with everybody else when you could be running, getting to the bathroom, getting to that Uber.
True.
That's right. I could be outside having a heater.
I will tell you, as much as you can, and I know it's hard, especially going on long trips, but I had to go to San Diego just for one day last week, and I went with just a book bag. So no, I did not need the overhead.
Sure.
It feels like a
Liberating.
different...
You feel like
it
a
feels-
spy.
I felt like I was driving. Like,
Yeah.
let everybody get on. Fucking- I'll walk in a second before you close the door.
Sure.
I have no problems. My seat's right there, right under the seat.
You're
It was
a nomad.
amazing.
You're like a nomad, a person
Nomad.
who walks from place to place in search of food
Now
and
you
water.
can.
Yeah.
That's a definition.
Listen,
from grammar
I
school.
went away for a week, and I realized I went away for a week. I wore these jeans every single day,
Sure.
every show, and I wore the same shirt 3 times. I could have easily, all I
Use
need
a
is a pair
school
of
bag.
workout shoes. I could have easily gotten away with stuff in a book bag. We don't need all this stuff.
When we go on the road, and a lot of times now we get Airbnbs instead of hotels. just
Nice
'cause
move.
It's cheaper, buddy. I bring like 4 shirts
That's it.
and fucking just do a
But
couple loads of laundry.
he has to do laundry
gotta get there and do
every
laundry.
day.
Oh yeah,
It's
but that's
great.
why it's good to get an Airbnb. Do the
Great.
laundry.
Do a little laundry.
I've started doing only the pants I'm wearing, only the shoes I'm wearing.
I got to bring a second. I have a travel set of shoes and I have a show shoes.
Okay. I've tried
No
to make
gym
that
shoes.
the same one now.
No gym shoes. What am I, an asshole?
Brings his,
What am I, a hey babe?
brings his Peloton shoes.
Now let me ask you guys a question. I know this is inside comedy, but I don't ask comedians this a lot. When you're on the road, all right, what is your routine? Do you guys wake up at noon, 1 o'clock? Do you see the city? Do you walk around?
Well, it's tough.
Do you treat it like a vacation where you're seeing the town?
Nah, it's different for us.
We do
because
one-nighters.
We do one-nighters.
So we do Tuesday,
literally-
Wednesday, Thursday, 3 different cities.
But still.
but you don't see the city. Like
We
you don't
don't
want to
have
get
time.
to the city. Like for example, I just did Portland and Seattle, right? And I said right after the show in Portland, I want to drive to Seattle, get in Seattle at midnight because I want to wake up
I
at
do
8
that.
a.m. and
I've done
see
it.
the city,
Yeah.
and then do the show at night. But some guys would be like, I'm going to wake up at 1 o'clock in Portland and then get to Seattle right before the show and not care. So are you guys
Next
explorers?
week we're waking up. We're flying to Arizona, doing a show. Waking up, flying to Denver, doing a show, doing 2 shows. Waking up, flying to Salt Lake City, doing a show.
Okay.
And then waking up and flying to LA
and doing a show.
So
we're there for
that's
the day.
with the airports. That's impossible. If you're flying, it's impossible.
That's too tough. But when we do have time, and if we do, the most we'll have when we get to a city, the most time we'll have is maybe 3 hours before we have to get back in the car to get to
Yeah.
the show to do sound check
And you
everything.
can't do anything real.
You
in
can't
that.
because you're like, also I want to be fresh. Like the job
be
is,
rested.
and it goes back to the flying first class. Like my wife convinced me. She's like, you're the show. Like this is your job. Like you have to be as
rested.
fresh as possible at 7 p.m. every night.
Yeah.
So if that means like we don't get to walk around the city or like we
Yeah.
chill for 2 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like that's what it is.
In and out, baby.
Yeah,
In and
when,
out.
when I
Same.
first started traveling like that, and the few times that the guys not like on a bus, it's different. But like I did it because it was like my first time in a lot of these states,
Right.
and I used to just push it. But this was like 15 years ago. Now I
Oh, yeah.
literally get there as late as possible with one backup flight, and I come home as early as possible. And I'm usually 95% of the time or more, I'm in bed right after the last
See,
show.
I don't know why, because I'm saying, I've been to these places a lot, but like when I just went to Portland, came from Portland, I was LA, Portland, Seattle. Like I was exploring more. Like I was like,
Sure.
you know what? Let me just go out and walk.
Yeah.
Something's happened with my mindset lately where I used to like want to work out and like be sore, but now I'm like, you know what, dude? If I could just get like a 2-hour walk in,
Yeah.
like this light cardio,
Little sweat type
I'm like,
thing.
I swear to God, like for the first time in my life, and I know that it's real because it's been like 3 months, so I've let go of being ripped. I'm like, I don't care. I just want to feel good. So
Sure.
I'm like, let me just like walk around.
I've never even held
And
on to that.
Dude, I was holding
He's like, I
on.
don't want to be ripped. I'm
never
like, yeah,
touched
me
it.
either. My
I was
pants
on-
are ripped.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. Portland, the great people of Portland, Rev Hall in Portland. I
heard
you
it's great.
Dude, that venue, it was on fire. They were unbelievable because I think cities that are like, stereotypically extremely liberal, they bring out the counterculture in comedy and they bring out people who aren't offended by anything.
So it's like, rough
it's
and
not even a
tumble.
liberal Republican thing. It's just you think that people in Portland would be offended.
Sure.
We did
But
Healy
easily
in
offended.
Portland. We did
And
Healy in Portland.
Great crowd.
It's the opposite.
Awesome.
Great
But
crowd.
I
Awesome.
will say,
Same with
they
Seattle.
compare Portland and Seattle. They say they're both like war zones with poverty everywhere. I'm like, no. Portland, there's human shit in the streets everywhere downtown. Seattle had a couple of blocks. Seattle, though, is like gorgeous.
Yeah.
Holy crap. It's like
The Emerald City.
Oh my God, it's so green, dude,
Yeah.
from the rain.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Beautiful people. All best looking Asians I've ever seen in my life. Seattle.
you go.
Men and women.
And you can still get a nice bag of H if you want one.
That's it, dude.
There you go.
Dude,
Best of both
Japanese
worlds.
people are beautiful. We don't have a lot of Japanese in New York. If you see a Japanese person, man, they just look different.
We talked about this,
They're gorgeous.
especially babies.
Japanese. No, we said
Oh,
Asian
come on.
babies in
Asian
general.
babies.
The best.
Yeah.
Asian baby 1,
Gorgeous.
black baby 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cutest
Okay.
babies.
I've never seen an ugly Asian or black baby.
You're not wrong. You are not. They are very, very cute.
Beautiful.
The best. Tiger Woods, most beautiful baby of all time.
Sure.
Half black, half Asian.
Just saying.
Dude, do you know Tiger Woods trained to be a Navy SEAL after yeah, that's why he hurt when he started to get all the injuries and all that stuff. It's because he was Navy SEAL training. When his dad died, his dad was a Green Beret in Vietnam, and he had
Navy
this
SEAls,
not a
yeah.
psychotic.
Wait. After he was Tiger Woods, though,
He was Tiger
Like
Woods.
he already won.
He was-
He already won Masters tournament.
He was fully Tiger Woods, and he showed up to Navy SEAL training like he wasn't Tiger Woods. They were like, the guys next to him were like, Tiger Woods? And yeah, he did it. Yeah, spent time training with the elite Navy SEAls. In 2006, his dad was a Green Beret in Vietnam, and he said he had like a snap in his brain. He was like, I'm doing it. I'm going to make my dad proud.
Man, how much pussy do you want to get? Jesus Christ. Pro golfer and a Navy SEAL?
I mean,
Pull
what
it back a little bit.
I mean, you can't. Yeah. I mean,
when you're worth $1 billion, I mean, it's like I wouldn't do that. But then he might be like, I got to do something to get.
Yeah,
me.
you got to feel.
They couldn't send him on missions if he got captured.
No, it was probably just the training.
Well, too, and
There's
that's
only
what
Tiger Woods is
No,
going to be.
he wasn't going to.
Oh, he wasn't going to join.
I don't know. I think was he not picked to say he didn't?
He's going to take out.
Yeah,
but that's
he's not
when
on SEAL Team 6.
Hit him with a 9-iron.
I got him like a sniper.
Guys, if you can get me close enough, we can take him out with my wedge.
He's coming in Bilotta with a 9-iron.
Who's that sniper? The guy that they did the movie on?
American Sniper. Bradley Cooper played
Chris
him.
Kyle.
Chris
Kyle, yeah.
Yeah, he's going for his record. I always felt like if I saw Tiger Woods, like if I had gotten into a scuffle with him or a little bit of a dust up, I feel like I could.
What kind of life are you living? Okay.
That's what you're thinking about at night? Fighting Tiger Woods?
No.
Are you
but
on
I'm
the same
just-
side or with him?
No, I'm on this. I'm not. No. If I'm against him.
Okay.
Okay. When I did that, I thought about him, and I feel like I could probably fight him.
Nah, I think he's
Those dudes are so
pretty
jacked,
big.
dude.
No, I know he'll probably really beat me. But what I'm
I get
saying
the
is,
idea
what I'm
of it.
saying is, I look at him as like kind of a frail guy.
He's jacked, dude.
He's
Yeah.
jacked, but he does. I mean, I think
But can
it's
he throw a
golf, and he's very
punch?
quiet. It just seems like he seems like a pushover.
Can you?
What?
Can you?
No.
Yes. You're the kid on this.
Look at him in purple.
when the chips are down, I'm into a corner. I'm gonna at least one haymaker's gonna fly. No, he's ripped, but you know what I mean. He just
I
feels like
understand.
thin and like polite.
Well, he was thin for a long time and then got jacked. And earlier in his career, he was significantly
How old is
skinnier.
he?
That hairline's 66.
I know.
So is mine.
47.
We're the same
47,
We're
there
the
you go.
same age. He's 1 year older than me. 11. Wait, he's 11 months older than me. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
We're the same age? You're 47?
Yeah. Oh, I will be.
Nice.
November.
You're 47?
47.
Good age.
76?
What are you, 43?
Yeah, babe.
that
You're the
hurts.
dragon, baby.
No, but
February.
or are you 39? I'm
37.
39. Oh, you're 37.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
hairline's rough.
I thought that you guys were closer in age. That's why I said
No.
Nah, he's just gross.
You're 30. So what are you,
Nothing on
1986?
that.
Really?
1986? Is that 86?
Yes, I'm sorry.
86.
Oh,
I was thinking
wow.
of mean things to say to my best friend.
So you didn't see the
I ran
the
through
Mets.
the
I was going to get a chuckle. I
So you didn't get to
apologize.
see the Mets. That's crazy.
The Mets.
86, yeah.
86
No.
Mets.
He's
a
Stop
Philly
putting
guy.
down
fan
Strawberry.
anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I waited
Yeah,
until
yeah,
they
yeah.
were till it was over.
Could you beat up Tiger Woods?
I could beat up Tiger Woods.
You
yeah.
think so?
No. Actually,
You probably
You're
could.
10 years younger. You're fit now.
true.
Right, like right now, you're the fittest you probably ever been in a while.
I could beat him in a fasting contest.
Okay.
I could in a hunger strike. I'll crush him.
What about Bradley Cooper? Think you could take Bradley Cooper?
No, because I think that
don't
the
think
thing
he's
that
tough.
no, but I think the thing that you
can't take
I
many
think
people.
the thing that you don't understand with actors is that all those fighting scenes and
Sure.
stuff that they learn, they actually learn how to
Keanu
fight.
Reeves would fuck somebody up, I would assume.
He
And
does
it's-
do SEAL Team
and it's
6.
probably
Yes.
it's probably pretty good with a fucking gun.
Yeah, he
you
takes
have
that
to be,
training.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
By the way, on the plane coming back, speaking of Bradley Cooper, I watched. I've seen it a million times, but I haven't seen it in a while. Wedding Crashers again. That is
He's so good at
the
it.
funniest movie. There has not been a comedy.
I haven't watched
Yeah, that
it.
was
even
that was
in
like the
that
last
vicinity,
So
in the
tight.
last like 15 years, like they do not exist. No, it was laugh out loud funny the entire way.
And he was so good because you hate it. Like he played that character
douche.
so well. It was so
He
good.
looked 5 inches shorter in that too.
He was
he looked
jacked in
shorter
that.
and stockier.
I haven't watched
it
it
was-
since it came out. It's
No,
worth a
Sal,
rewatch.
I'm telling you, it's like a rewatch tonight. Like
Yeah, it's
you
great.
will,
I just watched it last week.
No, you will die. Like
Really?
the beginning scenes, which she, like certain things, she goes, "You shut your mouth when you're talking to
Oh,
me."
my
And you're like,
God.
what?
Yeah, yeah.
And they,
So
and
what?
they
An old lady made you play with her jugs. Who cares?
yeah.
A couple of kids who want to fuck.
But even like motor, like you know what motorboating is. Like
Yeah.
that's from the
That's
wedding
from
crash.
that.
Like
That's
there's-
made that
no,
popular.
There's so
yeah.
many
oh,
things
but that
like
was already a thing.
no,
I
it
don't
wasn't.
think so.
No, he's like, what is he
Yeah.
motorboating son of a bitch?
Put it in the lexicon. In the
No,
popular
put it in the
lexicon.
lexicon.
Yeah.
That's a movie
It
where,
might have
like-
been a thing, but it wasn't. That was the first place I heard it.
Just like in Along Came Polly, when Philip Seymour Hoffman says to Ben Stiller, "Sharding."
Did he invent
That's
that?
the public never heard those terms before they
I
wrote them.
heard it from there, but I didn't know if they took it or
that's
they
it.
made it up.
That's
Talk
it.
about a great performance. He was
or
fucking
or
great.
Heisman,
Rain.
lock it up. You lock it up. All that's
Oh, it's all
lock
great.
it up.
They
People-
were great together in that. That was them at their pinnacle of performance.
Oh
as well.
my god! It really
Old School's great too for
Yeah.
a rewatch.
Yeah.
I'll give
Old
you-
School is great, but I personally think Wedding Crashers is one.
I'll give you one of the most underrated comedies in the last 10 years. Good Boys. Have you seen it?
Good Boys.
Good
No.
Boys. It's
Who's
a
it?
rated R comedy about 3 best friends in the 5th grade. It is laugh out loud funny from beginning to end.
Oh, it's with actual kids.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw the coming track.
Dude,
Yes.
it is
Okay, I remember this.
so funny. I've seen it. I've watched it 10 times.
All right.
And you laugh out loud every time.
The whole thing. I don't even have to. You won't come back to me and be like, that wasn't funny. It's undeniable. Yeah.
And this was made in 2019, so it can be done.
Yeah.
It's just who wrote it?
Was so good? The guy, he was like, I think he was one of the guys from The Office. I think Lee Eisenberg, maybe.
Okay, so that's a good one I haven't seen.
And Seth Rogen had something to do with it.
Guy's got his
Yeah,
hand in
Lee
there.
Eisenberg.
Dude, he's killing it on the low with the producing.
Seth
stuff.
Rogen, amazing. And by
Turtles,
the way,
The Boys,
and he watches Seth
Invincible.
Rogen. He watches podcasts. He knows you guys for sure.
Seth,
these
hit me
guys.
up.
But the thing
Seth,
is,
if you're watching, and
we know that you are.
I love your products. So he has the houseplant products. You ever see those? He
yeah.
also has his own pottery business.
Yeah.
no, he's amazing. But all those guys watch. They listen to the pods. They know. And
God bless them. Then
did you guys see? Before we go, did you guys see? Did we
is
talk
the
about
end?
this secret living to 100? The secrets to it's on Netflix. The secrets of the Blue Zones living to 100.
I've seen the Living to 100.
that place that everyone is living like. Yes,
But Pimpy, can you pull it up? Netflix Blue Zone show. It's on right now. It just
it's
came
an
out.
island or something where everyone's like.
But there's 5 of them,
Okay.
5 or 6 Blue
Yeah,
Zones.
yeah.
Live to 100, Secrets of the Blue Zones. Dude, this show was fascinating. So I didn't know that he goes and talks to 5 different groups of centenarians, people who live to 100, whatever.
Yeah.
Centenarian.
That's it, baby. Chris is
Dropping vocab.
centenarian Chrissy. and then so what interesting about it is because I've been living on where I live in Staten Island. It's like very suburban, right? Very suburban, doesn't have sidewalks, and it's beautiful, but I'm like, I started to feel something where I'm like, I just don't like it here. I feel like I'm getting lonely here. I feel unhealthy here, whatever. And then they talk about, and I was just a feeling. It was just in my head. And then when I'm watching the show and they ask one group, I think it was in Japan, they were like, what is like the secret for you? And they were like, we all live in close communities and we have sidewalks. They were like, our town didn't have sidewalks and people were dying. And now we have sidewalks to get to the village, because they said the reason why you'll see
Sidewalks were killing the average.
Killing everybody. That why you'll see, like when you go to a town, an old school European town, or I guess Japanese town, everybody's like, you're like
It's community.
Those small.
It promotes connection and interpersonal relationships.
Because the suburbs was an American invention. The suburbs wasn't a thing in other parts of the world. The suburbs,
not really.
We invented them because after World War II, we had all this, automotive power. We had built all these tanks and stuff that were just laying there. So the automotive industry said, we got to get people in these freaking cars. So they came up with the idea of the suburbs, all the Levitt towns you would see. This,
Sure.
That it's all the military. So how do we get people in the cars that we have, that we built, driving out there? And then they sold this idea of the American dream, picket fence in the suburbs, but it kills you. Our obesity rate, of course, adds to it, but also the way we live in the suburbs. No good. So that's why it just gave me motivation to sell my house. I was like, I'm going back to the city, baby.
Wait, what are these? 5 different places around the world where
Dude,
people
it's
live long?
fascinating.
Yeah.
What are the towns?
The things, I don't
Newark.
know. Yeah.
right next to the paint factory.
Yeah.
Best kept secret.
Wilmington, Delaware.
Yeah, I was going to say, Delco County.
Well, there's also in Outliers, Malcolm
Gladwell.
Did you ever read Outliers?
Yeah, Malcolm Gladwell, yeah.
I think the opening story of that, about like kind of what promotes all of that stuff is, I think it was Outliers, is this town in Pennsylvania. I think they were Greek or Italian. They were all derived from this town in Greece or Italy. And they lived to like the average age was like 98 years old. It was because of but it was like one side of the hill
It feeds the soul.
lived to this, and the other side was dying at like 60.
Well, they said
And
too,
some
a
of it
big
was
thing is a
attributed to that.
variety of foods. The thing they all have in common is cooking at home.
Sure.
Cooking at home and light physical activity. They're all gardening or
Yes.
walking.
It's all the
Down
same
in
thing
Italy,
in-
they're all
in
walk up
Life
hills.
physical activity. You're looking at a future centurion.
Let's go.
Life physical activity is where I live, babe. This is it. Look at me. Life physical
I'm
activity.
swiveling right now. My
Right now.
core is engaged.
You guys got a hard out. You
I
gotta
like
go
a-
somewhere?
I like a casual walk.
You want to double up on this? Where are we at? You
Guys, do you have anywhere to go? Do you want to keep flowing?
We're chilling, baby.
Can I send a text real quick?
Yeah,
Dude,
of
send it
course.
right now on the
Yeah.
show. Who cares? It's all content, baby. It's a content house.
Don't be a fake, don't be a flake, don't run away from your feelings, babe. Don't be afraid, don't be ashamed, don't hesitate to say, hey, babe.